In this video, I'd like to go over the 20 best white sneakers for men for this summer. I know this is gonna be a long and very detailed video, but if you're someone that is looking for new white sneakers or generally is interested as to what kind of white sneakers are trendy at the moment, in this video I'm gonna cover that. But before I start, I hope you appreciate all of the value and effort I'm putting into this video, and therefore, if you're someone that is new to this channel and would love to see more content like this, please consider to hit the subscribe button and help your brother out, because we're very close to 10k subscribers, and therefore by you subscribing you really help the channel out. Anyways, with that said, let's jump into the video. A quick side note, all of the prices that I'm gonna mention in this video are in dollar. However, I will have international links in the description, and therefore if you click on the link, it will redirect you to the right country. So number one is the Vans Authentic sneakers in true white. The price of this sneaker is $50. And when it comes to this sneaker, it's very plain and very basic, but that doesn't mean that this isn't a good summer choice. Because generally speaking, when it comes to white sneakers and the summer, you want something that's convenient, but also will look stylish. For some individuals, it's a little bit more minimal like this sneaker, while for others, it's something that is more catchy. So it's up to you to decide what you like. Because obviously, when it comes to this sneaker, it's very minimalistic, but at the same time, this also gives it a lot of room and space to make it easier for you to style it with a lot of different outfits. Number 2. Adidas Originals X Disney Stan Smith sneakers with Kermit the Frog graphic in white. What a name for a sneaker. It took me at least 4 times to pronounce it correctly. Just like the previous sneaker, this sneaker is also quite plain and basic, but it does have some personality to it. And the reason for this is that the Stan Smith sneakers are in collaboration with Disney, and therefore they've added the Kermit the Frog graphic onto the sneaker, which definitely gives this sneaker some personality in my opinion. Because let's be honest, Stan Smiths have been with us for quite a long time, and therefore this is quite of a switch up, and in my opinion this definitely makes your Stan Smiths look a lot cooler. The price of these sneakers are $90. Number 3. The Puma X-Ray sneakers in white. So the price of this is currently $60, which is a reduction of 20% from the previous $75. So when it comes to this sneaker, it definitely has a low profile design, but at the same time, it has a padded tongue and cuff. The signature Puma branding on the sneaker isn't something I'm really a fan of, but it does offer soft foam plus sock liner for soft cushioning, and therefore this makes the sneaker a lot more convenient to walk in. Because obviously when it comes to sneakers, you want something that looks good, something that you can style with a lot of items, but you also want it to be convenient. And that's what these Puma X-Ray sneakers in white do. Number 4. Lacoste Laurent BL1 trainers in white. When it comes to these BL1 trainers, you pretty much can't go wrong with it in my opinion. Because these sneakers are padded for comfort, they've got sweet looks from the ground up, and the little Lacoste logo is the only thing that grabs a little bit of attention. Besides that, the sneaker is very minimalistic. The price of this sneaker is $108, and I know not everyone wants to spend over $100 for sneakers, but the quality of this sneaker tends to be very long lasting, and therefore if you see your white sneakers as some sort of investment and don't feel like that you need to require new shoes because your feet aren't growing anymore, this is definitely a good option in my opinion. Number 5. Nike Cold Vision low leather sneakers in triple white. So the price of these sneakers is only $65, and in my opinion this is an absolute bargain. Just look at the sneaker, it's got a low profile design, the signature Nike branding, there's the Air Force One look, but even more minimalistic than that, because the Air Force One has been one of those sneakers that you can mix and match to look your best, but when it comes to wearing it in the summer, it's a bit less convenient. But that's where this sneaker comes into place, because it is perforated for breathability, it has durable rubber cupsole and a concentric grip thread, which definitely makes this one of the better sneakers for its price point. Number 6. The Adidas Original Superstar sneakers with split stripes in white. The price of this sneaker is $90. So when it comes to this particular sneaker, it isn't one that I know is everyone's cup of tea, but I do find it quite funky, and due to the split stripes on this sneaker, it does give it a little bit of flavor. Because compared to the original Superstar sneakers, they tend to be a bit more plain and boring, but with the added split stripes, it makes it look way cooler. And when it comes to split stripes, this is definitely one of the new fashion trends that's upcoming, and you can definitely see it in a lot of other upcoming sneakers. Number 7. The River Island chunky sneakers in stone. So the price of these sneakers is $79. So yes, I know, these sneakers aren't particularly all white. However, in my opinion, they do look quite solid, because they've got chunky rubber outsole, which is very white. It has a textured grip thread, and if you're someone that wants to look a little bit taller but still wants to wear something convenient in the summer, this is definitely a good choice for it. Number 8. The River Island sneakers in white. So these sneakers are only $49. And just look at them, they look very premium. And at this price point, if you're someone that wants to go for white sneakers that look very premium but wouldn't cost you a leg and an arm, this is definitely a very good choice. It has a very cool design in my opinion, and the textured side panels just makes it look a little bit more premium and a little bit more expensive than they actually are. But the only downside is that I believe that these sneakers might get a little bit more easily dirty, and therefore if you're someone that wants to buy these sneakers, you should be a little bit more mindful of that. And that's why I would like to move on to the next sneaker, which I see as some sort of alternative to this sneaker. So number 9, the River Island Prolific Canvas sneakers in white. So these sneakers are only $44 and they look very similar like the previous sneakers. These sneakers look very similar like the previous sneakers that I've mentioned, but just not similar enough, and therefore that's why I've mentioned them in this list. Because compared to the previous sneakers, these sneakers have a different aesthetic to it, but the fundamentals are still the same. Although in my opinion, this particular sneaker doesn't look as premium as the previous one, but I do feel like that this sneaker won't get as dirty as the previous one. And to be quite honest, all in all, at this price point, you pretty much can't go wrong with it. Number 10. Vans Old School sneakers in white/green. The price of these sneakers is currently $48.75. Which is a reduction of $25 of the previous $65. And yes, I know, this sneaker isn't everyone's cup of tea, but it is a little bit different, and therefore it might be something that some individuals will like. Because when it comes to normal Vans Old School sneakers, some individuals might find them a little bit boring and plain. And therefore, if you compare them with these sneakers, which actually do have very interesting colors on it, but for some reason it does blend quite nicely, you'll instantly stand out a little bit more. And thus, if you don't want to spend too much money on sneakers, but still wants to be someone that isn't rocking plain and basic sneakers, this is definitely a good choice for you, because these sneakers will allow you to stand out and be a little bit different. Number 11. Adidas Originals Court Rally slip-on sneakers in white. So these sneakers are very minimal. Just look at them, and the name also gives it away. It's a slip-on sneaker. And thus, if you're someone that is looking for something that's extremely convenient but at the same time minimal and stylish, this is definitely a good choice. Because with the affordable price of $55, I definitely feel like that if you're someone that just wants to look a little bit better, but at the same time doesn't want to be someone that has to take a lot of time and has to mix and match between outfits to find something that will suit you, and is the guy that wants to put on his shoes and wants to go around with his day and doesn't necessarily care too much about it, this is definitely one of the better choices on this list. Number 12. The Puma CA Pro sneakers in white and black. So the price of these sneakers are $81.30. The overall white look of these sneakers with a little bit of black texture makes this sneaker very enticing. Sneaker isn't something that is extremely special, but due to the black color, it's basic but also bold for some reason. Although I do have to mention that I don't particularly like the signature Puma branding, and I would much rather have it in black rather than yellow goldish. Number 13. The Adidas Originals NMD sneakers in white. The price of these sneakers is $140. So if you're someone that likes soft like cuffs, something that is quite flexible, and you can also use it in sporty events, in that particular case, this NMD sneaker in white is definitely a great choice for you. Because these sneakers are made of durable soles, which makes it very convenient if you're going for a run, if you're hitting the gym, or any other sort of activity where you require some intensity. Yes, I know, $140 might be out of your budget, but if you're someone that wants to invest a little bit more for the convenience of being able to use it while exercising, this is definitely a great choice for you. Number 14. Nike Air Max 270 React sneakers in black/gold. So the price of these sneakers is $127.50, which is a reduction of 25% of the previous $170. So if you're someone that likes a little bit more of the luxurious look, wants to come across as a rich boy, if that's you, this is definitely a good choice for you. And hey, yes, I know the price might be a little bit out of your budget since it's $127.50 at the moment of recording this video, but it might shoot up to $170. But in the case that you want to look like a rich boy, you should be willing to spend a little bit more on quality, because these Nike React shoes have something called Nike React foam midsoles, which provides soft, springy and cushioning comfort. It has a quite durable rubber outsole, and the units contain pressurized air that compresses on impact for lightweight, durable cushioning. And thus, when it comes to this shoe, you don't only pay for the look of it, but you also pay for the convenience of the premium comfort that you get with this shoe. Number 15. Reebok Classic Leather sneakers in white, $497.97. The price of these sneakers is $75. So when it comes to these sneakers, I don't know, but for some reason, I instantly think that someone that is wearing this sneaker sneaker is someone that likes to play tennis. I don't personally like to stereotype people based on their clothes, but for some reason I always think that someone that is wearing this likes to play tennis. Let me know in the comments down below if you're someone that feels the same. But regardless of my stereotypical view of tennis players, I'm sorry if you're someone that plays tennis, I still love you. These sneakers are definitely something that I find to give off a pompously look. If someone is wearing these sneakers, for some reason, I would think that they're quite elegant, but at the same time, they're hard working and they love to do a lot of exercise. The sole is made out of high quality, which will definitely make the shoe last a little bit longer compared to a lot of other shoes. And this is due to the contrast gum. So overall, when it comes to this particular sneaker, I definitely feel like that this is a very good option if you're someone that wants to come across a little bit more elegant in the summer and still wants to look good. Number 16. Adidas original Geodiver Prime Blue sneakers in triple white. So the price of these sneakers is $90. And honestly, when it comes to these sneakers, in my opinion, they have a quite futuristic look. And they look like those type of sneakers that you simply don't want to touch. Because you know, once you touch them and actually start to use them, they start to look way less good than they previously were. Because just simply look at these sneakers, they're very aesthetically pleasing. I've got extremely nice shapes and sizes at the right places, and under the sole it even has a little bit of a black area. The side of these sneakers say Prime Blue and have the Adidas logo, which for some reason gives it a billboard vibe. So when it comes to these particular sneakers, in my opinion, even for $90, I definitely feel like that they're way too cheap. Number 17. Reebok Club C85 sneakers in white AR0456. Once again, what a name for a sneaker. The price of these sneakers are $70. And just like the Reebok Classic sneakers that I previously talked about, these sneakers also look like that they belong to someone that likes to play tennis, but for some reason I find this one a little bit more premium than the previous one. These sneakers also have a chunky sole and are padded for comfort, which definitely makes this a very good purchasing choice for the price. Number 18. Tommy Hilfiger corporate leather sneakers with side logo in white. So the price of these sneakers is $125. Alright, so I might be a little bit biased, but for some reason I always loved the Tommy Hilfiger logo, and therefore when it comes to this particular logo on sneakers, I still find it very aesthetically pleasing. But that's just me, right? You might have a different opinion. But regardless, in my opinion, it looks extremely premium, and if you look at the sides, you see that it also says Tommy Hilfiger. And for some reason, if you end up being in an extremely high rated and premium area, you wouldn't be out of place, because in my opinion, this definitely looks like one of those sneakers that you can match with a suit and it will still look very, very elegant. So if you're someone that is looking for a premium and elegant look, but at the same time still wants to keep a little bit more minimalistic, this is definitely one of the better choices. Number 19. Reebok Classic Legacy sneakers in triple white. So the price of these sneakers is $80. And by looking at these sneakers, you can tell that this is a monster. The all retro vibes and the low profile design definitely makes it stand out for some reason. Because this sneaker is one that doesn't look like it's trying hard to grab your attention, but for some reason it will still grab your attention. And in the instance when it happens, you can't even blame it. Although I do have to mention, when you look at the sole, it isn't something that everyone will like. Although I find the futuristic sole look quite funky and interesting, I'm sure that not everyone will like it. Regardless, I still like it, otherwise it wouldn't even be on this list. So now I would like to move on to the last sneaker on this list. So number 20. The Adidas Running Ultra Boost DNA X Disney sneakers in white. So the price of these sneakers are currently $198.90, which is 10% less than the previous price of $221. And yes, I know, you might be thinking, what is this? Do you think I'm some 8-year-old Mickey Mouse kid? Well, the answer to that question is no. But I still think that you like Mickey Mouse. Anyways, looking at this sneaker, you can see that it has an all-over goofy design. And this, in my opinion, is something that's extremely cool. And I'm sure it will grab a lot of attention. And a lot of individuals will find this shoe really epic. Because if you look at the back of the sneaker, you see that it says Ultra Boost. And the ultra part is with colors and the boost part is black. The laces also have different colors, so one lace is blue and the other lace is red. So all in all, I personally like this sneaker. And for some reason, if you end up buying these sneakers and there's a hater out there that will bash you because you're wearing these sneakers, to that particular person, you can just tell them that due to the pandemic, you entered a new realm of reality due to the long-lasting deep thinking sessions that you had in the pandemic, and you realized Disney sneakers are amazing. Anyways, that pretty much sums it up for this video. I hope you found it informational and useful. If you did, please let me know in the comments down below and let me know what kind of videos you would like to see next, because this way I can help you out in the best way possible. But before I let you go, if you're someone that is new to this channel and would love to see more videos like this, please consider to hit the subscribe button and help your brother out, because I'm aiming for 10k subscribers and we're pretty close to it, and therefore by you subscribing you really help the channel out. And obviously don't forget to leave a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. And that's it for me. I hope you have a great day and I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye.